Okay, to continue, coverage of garbage management plan in every ship of 100 gross tonnage instead of 400 gross tonnage required by the Supersede Marples Annex 5 and above. Every ship which is certified to carry 15 or more persons shall carry a garbage management plan. So if your vessel are 15 or more person or crew on board, you must have a garbage management plan, and for the ship 100 gross tonnage instead of 400 gross tonnage. So that is the requirement to for a vessel having a garbage management plan. So in the addition with the GMP or the garbage management plan, every ship of 400 gross tonnage and above, every which is certified to have a 15 persons or more engaged in voyages to ports in which under the jurisdiction of another party to the convention rather should maintain a garbage record book in the form of a specified in the appendix of the revised annex. The requirement to maintain the garbage record book remains same with the supersede Marpol Annex 5. So with the difference that the layout of the form in which the record of the garbage discharges in different from the supersede one. So for the contents of the procedure, management, minimization, collection, storage, processing, disposal, and use on board for handling garbage, and for the person in charge of the implementing of the GMP. So that is the specific procedures for the garbage management plan. So, iba po yung garbage management plan, that is a plan, and for the garbage record book, it is a record. So, magkaiba po yung plan sa record. So, for the record naman, vessels to record discharge from incinerators on board of ship. It contains for the latest guidance with accordance with the Regulation 10. So, of Annex 5 of the International Convention for the Prevention of Pollution of Ships in 1973 as modified by the Protocol of 1978, which is it became a MARPOL 7378 for the record to cap each discharge operation or completed by incineration. So the entries and retention, ano yung ilalagay natin sa record book? Ang isusulat natin yung date, kung kailan tayo nag-incinerate, kailan tayo, yung incinerator, by the way, it is being a, para kang nag-ano, no, nag-cremate, no, parang pinupulburan nyo siya, no. Then, it must be a record through date, time, position, kung saan nakalocate, latitude, longitude, description of the garbage, kung ano yung in-incinerate nyo, and must be logged and signed by the person who incinerated the garbage, and also must be signed for 2 years, must be signed by the officer or the person in charge, and must be kept for a period of 2 years after the date of the last entry. So 2 years after the date, pagkatapos ng date ng last entry na in-incinerate nyo. So that is for the garbage under Annex 5, and for the 6, prevention for air pollution from ships. So the initial survey before the ship is put into the service or before the certificate required under the Regulation 5 of this annex is issued for the first time, which shall include a complete survey of its structure, equipment, system fittings, arrangement, and material, so as far the ship is covered by this annex. This survey shall be such to ensure that the structure, equipment, fittings, and arrangement of the material are fully complied with the requirements of the annex. So, ayun yung mga chinecheck under the regulation for its surveys, and for the renewal of the surveys intervals specified by the administration but not exceeding for the 5 years, except for the regulation 8 under 2, 5, 6, and 7 for this annex is applicable for the renewal, such as to ensure that again, para ma-ensure yung fittings, arrangement, fittings yung pagkakadikit then arrangement kung nasa good condition pa rin ba siya, and if it is a fully comply with the requirements of the annex. So for the intermediate naman, this 3 months before for the second anniversary date of, or within the 3 months before and after the third anniversary date of the certificate. If your certificate is on the third year, so before or after the third anniversary. So the certificate which shall take place of one of the annual surveys is specified in the paragraph 1 under section D, and for this regulation, the intermediate survey shall as to ensure that the equipment and associated pump piping system, including the oil discharge monitoring and control system, or the crude oil washing or the COW systems, oil water separating equipment, and oil filtering system must fully comply with the applicable requirement of the annex and are in good condition order. Kung gumagana ba siya na maayos. And if it is a intermediate survey, shall be endorsed on the certificate issued under the Regulation 5 or 6 of this annex. Under the Regulation 14 naman for the sulfur oxides, the sulfur content of oil used on board ship shall not exceed on 4.5% by mass. So the worldwide average sulfur content of the residual fuel oil supplied by the oil by the use of onboard ships shall be monitored, taking into the account guidelines to be developed by the organization. So for the requirements on the sulfur oxide emission control, the purpose of this regulation for the sulfur oxide or SOx emission control area shall be included on the Baltic Sea as defined in Regulation 10, and North Sea as defined in Regulation 5 and of the Annex 5. And where ships are the SOx emission control areas for at least of the following shall be fulfilled. The sulfur content of the SOx control areas does not exceed 1.5% by mass, and the gas cleaning system approved by the administration, taking into account guidelines to be developed by the organization, is applied to reduce the total emission of sulfur oxides from ships, including for the auxiliary propulsion of the 6 grams of the SOx with a kilowatt per hour, or the calculated of the total weight of the sulfur oxides emission. So ayun po yung total content ng ating sulfur oxide when releasing through the air, no? So again, the organization shall circulate for the criteria to all parties to the convention in waste streams for the equipment must not be discharged for the into enclosed ports, harbors, estuaries, and unless it is thoroughly documented by the ships, such as for the streams, and no adverse impact on the ecosystem. So, syempre, alam naman natin na it is part of the pollution. And we are the number one pollutant at sea. We are guilty of this, no? Because we are the one who contribute for the air pollution at sea. And for this, we must have a responsible, or we should be responsible for the ecosystem, so that for the enclosed ports, harbors, and estuaries based upon the criteria, we should communicate for the authorities of the state of the organizations. In any time na magre-release tayo ng sulfur oxide, and it must be on the specific amount na in-indicate natin earlier on the presentations. So in any other technical or technological method that is verifiable for the enforcement to limit SOx emissions to a level equivalent to describe for the subparagraph B is applied to this method and shall be approved by the administration, taking into the account guidelines developed by the organization. So the volume of low sulfur fuel oil less than or equal to the 1.5% sulfur content in each tank, as well as the date, time, position of the ship, and any fuel changeover operation is completed shall be recorded in such logbook prescribed by the administration. So every detail dapat naka logbook siya. And for the requirements of this emission, during the first 12 months, immediately following the date entry into force, present protocol of the amendment. And for the regulation exempt for the requirements, paragraph 4 and 6 regulation for the requirements, they relate to the paragraph of this regulation. So for the oil record book, every tanker 150 gross tonnage above shall be provided with the oil record book part 2 to the relevant cargo ballast, and such as tanker should also have a oil record book part 1. So part 1 and 2 to provide relevant machinery space operation. So ano ba yung mga list of items to be recorded? So loading of oil cargo, place of loading, type of oil loaded and identity of tank, total quantity of oil loaded, state quantity ended in cubic meters for at least 15 centigrade, and the total content of tanks in cubic meters. So mag-jot down kayo, no, kasi para meron kayo idea. So for the internal transfer of oil cargo during voyage, so identity of tanks, so from tank 1 to tank 2, state quantity of transferred and total quantity of tanks in cubic meters. So was or where the tank is being emptied, and if it is not state quantity, it should be retained and in cubic meters. So hindi naman measurement eh. Ang tawag dito, pwede na rin. The measurement should be in cubic meters, no? And for the loading of oil cargo, place of the unloading, identity of the tanks unloaded, and was or where the tanks being emptied, and if it is not state quantity, retained, and it must be in cubic meters. And for the crude oil washing, or for the tankers only, no? So the COW, it is crude oil washing. To be completed for each tank being crude oil wash, port where the crude oil wash being carried out of the ship's position if it is carried out between two discharge ports, identity of the tank being washed, the number of machines in use and the time of the start of the washing, and also washing patterns employed. Kung ilan yung mga tank washers nyo, hanging, line pressure, time of washing was completed and stopped, and the state of method being establishing what tanks and where, and ballasting of the cargo tanks position, ballasting of cargo tanks, position of the ship at start and end of the ballasting, no? Ilalagay nyo kung saan nakaposition yung vessel, kung latitude, longitude, sang part ng vessel, or some part of boundaries where the vessel, for example, in Singapore Strait, no? And the identity of the tanks, ballasted, time and start of, and the quantity of the ballast being received, and indicate also the total quantity of the ballast tank of each tank involved in the operation in cubic meters also. And for the ballasting dedicated clean ballast tanks or CBT tankers only, no, identity of the tanks being ballasted, position of the ship where the water intended for the flushing or port ballasted being taken or dedicated clean ballast, position of the ship where the pump lines are being flushed to slope tank, and quantity of the oil water which the line flushing and transferred to the slope tanks and the cargo tank in which slope is primarily stored, state total quantity in which the cubic meters, position of the ship, and additional water was taken to the dedicated clean ballast. Also the time and position of the ship and bulbs being separating from the clean ballast tanks from cargo stripping lines were closed. Quantity of clean ballast taken on board and in cubic meters also. So for the cleaning of cargo, identity of the tanks. Pag sinabi identity of the tanks, anong tank ba siya? Tank 1, tank 2, tank 3. Port or the ship's position, kung saang port kayo. Kung wala naman kayo sa port, sa ano yung position, latitude and longitude. Duration of cleaning, gaano katagal. Tank washing, transferred, reception facilities, if it is state, port, or quantity in cubic meters also. And stove or cargo tanks ba yung nilinis nyo? And designated as the state or quantity being transferred, and also if it is going to have a quantity, and should be labeled as cubic meters. So for the discharge of dirty ballast or identity of tanks, time and position of the ship, discharge of the sea, time and position of the ship being completed, and the quantity of being discharged into the sea and in cubic meters also. And for discharge of water from slope tanks into the sea, identity of the slope tanks, no? If tank 1, tank 2, tank 3 din siya. Time of settling from last entry of residue and time of settling from the last discharge. Time of or position of the vessel, and total contents of the discharge, and the ullage. Pag sinabing ullage, yung distance between the, for example, naglagay kayo ng tubig. Then yung tubig hanggang dito lang. So yung ullage, yung distance from the top at kung saan natapos yung tubig niya. So ang tawag dyan is the ullage. Okay? So ullage of total contents of the start of discharge and interface of start of the discharge. Quantity discharge, also it is a being in cubic meters. Tandaan nyo, kapag kumukuha kayo ng mga oil or any kind of a liquid form, it must be in cubic meters. And for the disposal of the residues of oily mixture not otherwise dealt with, the identity of the tanks, quantity of disposed from each tank, method of disposal, kung ano yung ginamit yung method, mano-mano ba siya or gumamit kayo ng pang-pump. Then, discharge of clean ballast contained in cargo tanks. Position of the ship being discharged of the clean ballast tank. Identity, kung anong tank ba siya, tank 1, tank 2, tank 3, tank 4. And the regular check or effluent of the surface of the water. And for the last, discharge of ballast from dedicated clean ballast tank. Time and position of the ship, clean ballast, and quantity being discharged in cubic meter. So, ganun lang naman siya. Halos pare-pareho lang ng nire-record natin. So, time, position ng vessel, kung gaano kadami. And must be in cubic meters. So, the same din siya dito sa list being recorded, no? The same din na ilalagay natin time, position, gaano kadami, and also kung accidental ba siya, kung kailan yung minitigate, kailan nagsimula. So, ganun, no? Iisa lang din yung procedure. So, for the Annex 2, Appendix 2, list the items to be recorded. Entries are required for the operational of categories of substances, loading of cargo, internal and unloading of cargo, mandatory pre-wash, and for the ship's procedures and arrangement of manual. So, halos the same lang din siya ng nakalist kanina. Yan. No, hindi ko na iisa-isahin, no? Kasi iisa lang din siya nung diniscuss natin kanina. So, for this one, in the event of discharge or accidental loss, garbage shall be made in case of the ship less than 400 gross tonnage. Entry shall be made in the ship's logbook or location of the circumstances for the reasons of discharge, loss of the discharge of loss, or the reasonable precautions taken to prevent, minimize such as discharge or accidental loss. So, kaya mahalaga yung sinasabi natin na magkaroon tayo ng certification, no?
Subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button. Click the bell button and enjoy the latest uploads from our channel.
Ano ba yung kahalagahan? Pinagkalab ko lang. And the process itself, no? Para malaman natin.
Shipping is vital to the world economy. But it must be of a good standard and properly operated so as not to endanger the crew, risk the cargo, and damage the environment. Towards the end of the last century, a series of shipping incidents led to suspicions in Europe that poorly operated ships were escaping the net of the established regulatory bodies. Discussion began on inspecting ships in port under the SOLAS Convention. It was clear that to be effective, countries had to act together. So in 1982 in Paris, 14 European countries signed a Memorandum of Understanding, an MOU, on port state control. The Paris MOU currently includes 27 countries. Other MOUs were established in the Asia-Pacific region, South America, the Caribbean, the Mediterranean, the Indian Ocean, West Africa, the Black Sea, and the Arabian Gulf. Now there are 9 MOUs incorporating nearly 140 countries. The US Coast Guard also inspects ships under port state regulations. The objective of all these countries is to ensure that the ships in their waters are properly maintained and properly run. Although port state control was intended to benefit the port states, it has benefited both ships' crews and honest ship operators. As soon as a ship is scheduled to arrive, the Port State Authority examines its records for its recent MOU inspection history. If it has had problems in the past, or has not been inspected recently, it will go onto the selection list for inspection. Each MOU has its own method for selecting ships. Many look at the ship's history and also its type. If it is of a type and age considered a higher risk, it will go on the selection list. If its flag state or recognized organization has had a poor record of detentions, the ship will go on the list. If a complaint has been received, either from a previous port, a crew member, or a pilot, that will also put the ship on the list. Once the ships have been selected, the Port State Control Officers, the PSCOs, are assigned. The ship is not informed. The PSCO always arrives without warning. The objective of Port State Control is to ensure that all the ships passing through the port state's water are operated according to international standards. The basic inspection regime for all the MOUs is the IMO conventions. These include the load lines, SOLAS, MARPOL, STCW, COLREG, and tonnage conventions. Some MOUs also examine compliance with the relevant ILO conventions. Ships can check each MOU's website for their further requirements. Complications can arise because for all members of MOUs, their national legislation will take priority over the MOU agreements. In a few cases, the standard required may be more demanding. For example, in the Paris MOU, EU member states will inspect under Paris MOU, EU, and their own national regulations. Ship operators need to be aware that in all MOUs, national regulations will take precedence. For the ship, there is no secret to passing a port state inspection. It's about keeping the ship up to standard, doing everything properly, and keeping good records to demonstrate that.
When I approach a ship, then I look at the mooring lines, I look at the markings, IMO marking, is the ship rusty, indents on the outside, plimsoll mark, gangway, that's what I can see on the outside. Before approaching the ship, I also check, of course, the documents at home.
When I approached this ship, I noticed it's very well maintained from the paint of the hull, and I can see the type of the vessel is it has no crane and use enclosed lifeboat.
MOUs have different levels of inspection. The initial inspection usually takes about 3 hours. If there are clear grounds for concern, it may progress to a more detailed inspection, adding another hour or two. Ships with a poor inspection history may be subject to a more detailed inspection. If the master believes a port state control inspection is likely, because the ship has not had one for a while, or that the agent has said that there has been an inquiry from port state control, the master should double-check the gangway watch.
Who would you like to see?
I'd like to see the captain.
Can I see your ID, please?
Okay.
An ineffective or absent gangway watch will start the inspection badly, as it implies poor compliance with the ISM code. A proper gangway watch must always be in place.
Thank you. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Vincent Decaret. I'm going to take off to the captain. Thank you.
The ISPS code must be strictly kept to. Ships with high target scores, such as older bulk carriers, passenger ships, oil tankers, and gas and chemical carriers, will be subjected to an expanded inspection, which will take 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah, I think a gangway watch is important just for security. You don't have people on board you don't like, and on the other hand, the people who are on board, you know who they are, and then you know their tasks, so in the case of emergency, you can easily get them off.
Under the Paris MOU, a ship is obliged to inform the port if it believes that it is due for a mandatory expanded inspection. The Paris MOU website lists the types of ship for which this is required. Always ensure that the PSCO is escorted to the master's cabin. Be aware that the inspector will be looking around to see the state of the ship.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Captain. I'm from the Hong Kong Marine Department for Port State Control Inspection.
Welcome on board.
So, Captain, you know the purpose of our Port State Control Inspection is to ensure all the ships calling at Hong Kong comply with the international standards. So then can we start with the documentation?
Yes.
Once the PSCO is on board, the master should prepare the ship's documentation for inspection.
Okay, so for our follow-up activity, no? So for the exercise number 1, state the 5 surveys of oil, tanker 150 gross tonnage, and other ship of 400 gross tonnage and above, and define at least 5 entries must be recorded to garbage record book. And for number 2, explain what is garbage record book of MARPOL 7378, and explain what is oil record book. And for the exercise number 3, identify 7 specific procedures how to plan the garbage management plan. So again, thank you very much for your listening, and see you next meeting.